Things that we see happening in the solar system is Bible written. The solar flares, the electronics going out everywhere. And when you look at the goofies on YouTube, no one, I'm not going to say no one, but you understand what I'm saying. When I say no one, meaning the majority of the people are not applying the word to what's going on. They think it's some type of military attack, it's some type of country coming after us or whatever. No, folks, this is Bible. We have an angel standing in the sun with a vial, okay, ready to pour it out. If you go through here and just type in angel and sun, Revelation, all in Revelation. So what we see, this is where people think that we're in defibrillation, which we're not, because the bride is still here. We're seeing a preview of things to come. So if you look at a lot of these, the fourth angel sounded and the third part of the sun was hit. I just been seeing video lately of things flying into the sun. Not comets, they believe there's something else flying into the sun. And then right after these two objects flew into the sun, we had a major solar flare, which was this past weekend. And people don't believe that that residual energy is still on the planet. It's still making its way through the electronics. And it's the reason why we had severe blackout yesterday across Amazon and a couple other platforms. Again, Chime wasn't doing anything yesterday morning, which kind of freaked out, because if you're not aware of these things, you can find these people on ScumTube and they'll sit up all day long talking about, especially the cue ball people, they just think this is part of the plan. It's a part of the plan, but it ain't a part of their plan. And a third part of the moon. And a third part of the stars. So as a third part of them were darkened. This is going to be a major tragic event. This ain't got nothing to do with that dogmatic, goofy, boogeyman, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, 3 days of Catholic darkness, which was referring to Pharaoh's day, where God put that, God caused that to happen because he was holding hostage his people in Egypt. That has nothing to do with us, folks. Okay, it's going to be darkness, but it ain't going to be 3 days. So when you look at the things to come, now God said, I'm going to make a new heavens and a new earth. Okay, look at verse Revelation 10:1. And I saw another mighty angel came down from heaven, clothed with a cloud and a rainbow upon his head, and his face was as if it were the sun, and his feet were pillars of fire. Revelation 16:8. And the fourth angel, this is from Revelation 8. Revelation 16. He pours out that vial upon the sun, and the power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. Huge solar flares. And again, as I said, as that protection leaves the earth, all of space's radiation will be cooking people along with these CMEs. People don't believe in that because of their prior knowledge of doctrine that was given to them on Satan, thinking about, I don't even want to get into it, but there are people who believe the sun is the size of a basketball, which is just harebrained. Okay, harebrained. Triple B 333 shows video of a guy that took a video of something flying behind the moon. Raw video. Somebody at home, wherever they were, had a video. You can clearly see something flying behind it, but I don't think nothing came out from behind the moon. God said to watch Genesis 1:14, use the sun and the moon as for signs. First of all, before you even get to calculating days and weeks and months and years, he said, use those for signs. And the fourth angel poured out his vial. We also know that the sun and the moon will not be needed. There will not be darkness. Okay. And I saw an angel standing in the sun. On this channel, I got to go back through. 4 years ago, I showed the image of which blew up the internet, which again they hid. NASA's been hiding information. Because if these things were not credible and they were just nothing, they would show them. There's some reason why they don't want to show what's going on. And I saw an angel, Revelation 19 and 17. This is also the same chapter. Jesus comes back at the end of tribulation. Revelation 19 and 11. 19 and 11 is 30. We come back with him in verse 14. 14 is the number of salvation. Okay? But we're not coming back on clouds, coming back on horses. He was standing in the sun and cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowl that fly in the midst of heaven, which is our sky. And then there's one above, which the satellites and everything else sit in, which NASA, T-minus Satan, has authority over. And the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourself together unto the great supper of God. What we see with these solar flares and these CMEs, we're seeing strange things with the moon, objects being seen with raw amateur video recordings, flyings. We're seeing all type, again, Acts 2 and 20. I'm showing you signs and wonders. Okay, let's get to the one where God says there's not going to be a need for the sun. Now, when you get down here to Revelation 21, and it says this, in the city that had the great city of the New Jerusalem, which will descend down from heaven, a big gold city. And it said, and the city had no need of the sun, neither the moon, which means, guys, that the sun and the moon are about to be destroyed within the next 7 years. Even if you don't believe, the signs are there. God is showing us, but there's a lot of people who are sleepwalking. They don't see these things, okay? Neither for the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb was the light thereof. Okay? Revelation 22 and 5, and there shall be no night there. There won't be a need for the sun. The sun is about to be destroyed along with the moon. And they need no candle, neither a light of the sun. For the Lord gave light to them, and they shall reign forever and ever. These are signs, folks, of what we see. Things are about to get destroyed and redone, okay? If we can only believe that by faith, okay? Not by the Thomas sight. There are a lot of people out here who have Thomas faith. As I said yesterday, a lot of people are not using spiritual eyes. They're using natural eyes. The things that we see in heaven and on earth are just signs of what's to come. Why did you move? I did not tell you to move. These things are getting ready to happen within the next 7 years, folks. We are at the end of an age, and the sun and the moon is our clock. Genesis 1 and 14. I'll be back later on.